Welcome, viewers. India is home to some of the most renowned magazine companies, including India Today, Fortune, and Forbes India. Among these, an English magazine in Mumbai employed a young photojournalist, Mira, a 22-year-old with an open mind and a passion for her work, embodied the energy and enthusiasm of youth. Like many of us, she saw her job as more than just a means to make a living. It was her calling. She was dedicated to her role as a photojournalist, capturing stories through her lens. On the evening of August 22nd, 2013, Mira was assigned to photograph an old abandoned cotton mill called Shakti Mills in the Mahalakshmi area of Mumbai. Accompanied by a male colleague, she arrived at the mill around 6:30 p.m. The mill, devoid of electricity, was shrouded in darkness. Despite the eerie atmosphere, Mira and her colleague were excited to explore and document the location. They began taking photos from the periphery, cautious not to venture too deep into the mill. Mira's colleague, sensing something was off, suggested they leave after taking a few photos. However, Mira's curiosity got the better of her, and she insisted on exploring further inside the mill. Although her colleague was reluctant, he agreed to accompany her. As they delved deeper into the mill, the atmosphere grew increasingly tense. Suddenly they noticed 5 men drinking in a corner. The men stared at Mira with unsettling intent. Realizing the danger, Mira's colleague urged her to leave immediately. They tried to exit the mill quietly, but the men quickly closed in on them. Before they could escape, the men surrounded them and began to attack. Mira's colleague was brutally beaten and restrained with his own belt. Meanwhile, the men dragged Mira into a dark, isolated room. They threatened her with a broken beer bottle pressed against her neck, warning her to stay silent or face fatal consequences. Over the next horrifying moments, the 5 men, including one minor, assaulted Mira. They even took photos of their heinous acts, furthering her humiliation. After the assault, they released Mira and her colleague with a chilling threat. If they reported the crime, the photos would be leaked online. Barely able to walk, Mira and her colleague managed to find a taxi and rushed to the nearest hospital at around 8:30 p.m. The medical staff immediately began treating Mira's injuries and notified the police about the sexual assault. By the next day, news of the attack spread like wildfire, sparking outrage across India and beyond. The case was eerily reminiscent of the Nirbhaya case, which had occurred just 8 months earlier. The public, still reeling from that trauma, demanded justice once again. On August 26th, Mira courageously gave her statement to the police. A special team quickly arrested the 5 culprits: Vijay Jadhav, Salim Ansari, Wasim Bengali, Chand Babu, and a minor, within 65 hours. On September 3rd, another woman revealed she had been assaulted by the same gang weeks earlier, exposing the full extent of their crimes. By September 10th, all 7 men were charged with serious offenses, including gang rape and repeat assaults. On March 21st, 2014, the court sentenced the 2 minors to 3 years in a reformatory, while the 5 adults received death sentences under the Nirbhaya Act. However, in November 2021, the Mumbai High Court commuted 3 of those sentences to life imprisonment without parole. Investigators, could anything have been done differently to prevent this tragedy? Share your thoughts in the comments and I'll feature the best one in the next video. Let me know what topics you'd like covered next. Thanks for watching.